We are in Bamberg in Germany, and we are taking you on a beer tour of this amazing place. Do you know that it has the most breweries per capita in the world?
And I know how many.
How?
9.
9, and 200 in the whole region. And like any good tour, this place begins with breakfast. Yep, we're having beer for breakfast, just like the Germans do. We're Mark and Kelly, full-time travellers, proving adventure has no age limit. Travel in comfort without overspending and discover unforgettable experiences with us. Welcome to Grown Up Gap Years. So we're going to start this walking tour off like any good tourist in Germany should do, with beer for breakfast. We're at Schlenkerla, and it is a brewery that dates back to the 1400s, and it's very special because it has 2 special things that it serves, and one of them is a special beer. Mark is so excited.
I'm so excited.
He cannot wait to taste this. So let's get going and try beer for breakfast in Germany. Okay, so this is, I think they call it rauchbier or rauchbier, but it's like the head on it is really like, it's brown rather than white that you normally see in a beer. Look, I'm not a beer drinker. I like beer, but ooh, that's a very unusual taste. It might be an acquired taste. I can taste bacon. It's so weird. It like, you're expecting beer, but you're getting bacon, and it's like full.
Tastes like a barbecue, but it tastes like bacon. But I've heard the second taste is a lot better. Oh, that's quite smooth. Yeah, this is really nice. I can't wait to get a sausage with this.
Okay, bacon is less prevalent in the second mouthful. It's more like, as Mark said, barbecue, but I'm going to say barbecue sauce. It's just so strange. Anyway, I want to try it with the sausage that we're having for this beer breakfast that we're having, because it'll be interesting to see if it's like wine, that if the flavours change when you add food to it. But anyway, people seem to really like this stuff on its own, so I might get used to it. Probably not. So do you know how to toast in German?
No.
So you look each other in the eye.
Yes.
And you go clink the glasses while looking at each other in the eye and go Prost.
Prost.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Prost.
Prost.
Prost. I
I don't mind doing a lot of brosts.
No, Prost.
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 Okay.
It's Prost. Or it might be Prost, I don't know. But this seems a little bit indulgent, having breakfast beers at 9 o'clock in the morning, but we will do anything to bring you some entertainment. So we're putting ourselves on the line to
Remember,
drink.
it tastes like bacon. So there's nothing wrong with that.
That's a good idea.
There could be like an egg on top or something else.
Okay, so this is mustard, pretzel, and here are the white sausages in boiling water.
Now you have to peel the skin off the sausages. If anyone knows, they can correct me. Take some of that. Some sausage. That is so good. It'd be interesting to see how the beer tastes after I've had this. Is it like wine? I'll tell you what it does do, it really brings out the barbecue flavour in the beer. And smoking in the beer. That was really nice. I'd advise anyone, if they're in Bamberg, to come in and try this. It's a whole new flavour. Nothing I've tasted before. Oh, I'm liking this. Can we do this on an everyday basis while we're here?
No. I'm going to go like mini hamburger style. So I'm going to put the mustard in. What's that taste like on its own? The mustard is really sweet. It's got a honey flavour through it. I might have some more. I like that a lot. Okay. Here's my
That's like a little sandwich.
White sausage thingy. So I'm probably in the wrong country, but I am not a lover of sausages. This one's okay, but I don't have the deep and abiding love of them that Mark does. Best do my beer.
You'll notice the difference in the flavour.
Oh, yeah, it actually takes the harshness off it. Well, in Germany, you use beer to complement your food. Wow. Okay, next stop on our German beer tour is Fassler. And it's a brewery that dates back from 1600s, and it's apparently a favourite amongst the locals. So let's go and see why.
So what am I having? A
Pils or a lager were the choices we were offered. This place is heaving. I've got to hand it to the Germans. We thought we were like, oh yeah, we're going out drinking in the morning. It's not unusual for us. But it's an everyday occurrence for these German people. They are absolute legends.
I think they're in parity with Australians.
No, they're way better than Australians.
Yeah, probably are a bit better, yeah.
Anyway, Mark has ordered pils or a lager is what we were offered, so we've got one of each so we can tell you what they taste like.
Frost.
Oh, that's a bit easier than the bacon beer.
Bit easier than the smoked beer, was it? Kel struggled with the smoked beer.
Oh, that smoked beer is hard work.
Especially first thing in the morning.
No, I don't think I could have that any time of the day. That was a lot, that beer. Definitely an acquired taste.
So this is my lager. Cool blast. Fassler Brewery, let's have a go. I don't know what it is about German beer, but I think everyone tastes good dark, light, lager, pilsner. Actually, well, yeah, I'll try the pilsner. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's not a problem with German beer. I think I can move here.
Here we are, brewhouse number 3.
Yes.
Sternler Brewhouse. So we're going to go in here, have a couple of beers and perhaps something to eat.
I'm looking forward to some sort of pork meal here.
He's always looking forward to some sort of pork meal.
And a beer.
Can I just say, this is really hard work, this beer tour. I'm exhausted.
This is my brewhouse, Sternler. Export beer. Oh, that's nice. Bit of kick to that one. Germany, it's sort of like craft beer, but they're so easy to drink here. Second mouthful, it's easier. I always find them too strong. But this is completely different. Is it because of the wheat? I don't know. I just find these German beers a lot better.
Okay, so Kelly's had too much beer and she's running out of steam. So I've got a radler, which is a fancy shandy. So if you're familiar with a shandy, I think Australians and English people do shandies, and that's beer with lemonade. That's what this is, a shandy. I'm hoping it's lighter in alcohol because I really am running out of steam on this beer tour. I think I need a good lie down.
Frost. One more.
Frost.
At the moment here, I have my Schaufeler Oh my god. Pork knuckle. The pork knuckle or pork crackle? I'm just going to try it. That's a bit of kraut, bit of gravy. I'll tell you now, this pork is only as good as what I've just had there. This will be amazing. It melts in your mouth. This is so nice. Righto. My pork meal is done. That's what's left of it. I'm so full.
So you might be wondering why we've chosen to come to Bamberg to do our beer tour instead of the traditional Munich.
Well, it's got 9 breweries.
That's one of the reasons. The most breweries per capita.
Yes.
But the main reason is that we have peaked with beer experiences in Munich. A couple of years ago, maybe 9 years ago, we went to Munich for Oktoberfest. And as it turned out, if you've ever been to Oktoberfest, you have to book years in advance to get one of those tables. Only the locals get them, as far as I understand. So tourists like us, we go through the day, set ourselves up at one of the tables, and then we have to leave before the locals arrive.
About 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
We did that. We drank all day because we were in Munich at the beer festival. At 5 o'clock, we were told that we had to leave the table, and we're like, yes. And the man who had booked and had the table for the night turned up just as we were leaving. Anyway, long story short, he invited us to stay at the table as his guest, and it was one of the greatest experiences of our lives. We can never top that. We'll just show you some footage of us at that.
And we don't know how it got there.
We don't know who took the footage. We don't know how we have it. But we're clearly giving our phones to somebody.
Now you've seen why we can't ever repeat that experience.
Yeah, pinnacle. Never to be topped. So Munich, it wasn't personal. It's just that you spoiled us early. Okay, this is our last actual brewery that we're coming to on our beer tour, and this is Weymouth. It's a huge concern. It's 145 years old. It takes up like 2 blocks.
Yeah, it does. It's really enormous.
There's even an overpass to go over the street, so it's massive. So it's very charmingly set up. So we're going to go in here and get a beer.
We also got pilsner, rauchbier.
I'll try that one. First one you
lager.
grab. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is for you and for you.
No, I'll share.
Okay.
Thank you.
So we've just been into the beautiful showroom they've got here at Weymouth, and we're going to split a beer because somebody has had too many beers today. It's been a lot for me. I'm a non-beer drinker. This one is a Bamberger Hofbrau lager, and Mark consulted with the other man in the shop, and this is what he thought that we might like. So, do you want me to go first?
I'll let you go first.
Because he'll drink most of it. I'll only have a little bit. I'm exhausted from all this beer. Oh.
Is that good?
I'm sad I didn't get mine now. Try it.
Oh, that is smooth.
I'm not 100% sure, but I think you can do tours here at this brewery.
Yes, I actually saw them now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So our apartment isn't too far away from here, and we walked past several times. There's always a pervading smell of cooking oh, something. Is it hops or malt or something in the
Molasses?
air? Maybe, I don't know. You can smell it as you walk. It's not unpleasant. It's lovely. But while we were walking past the other day, we saw some people doing a tour around the brewery. So we didn't really look into that because, like most things in Germany, because it's a German country and German is their language, most things are offered in German. And for us, it's just pointless because we miss everything because we're not hearing anything. So for us, a beer tour wasn't something we wanted to do, but it might be something you like to do.
Yeah.
So put that on your agenda if you decide to do your own beer tour of Bamberg.
Yes. Cheers. Prost.
And then you quickly have to pass it to me. And then I go, Prost. Yeah, so probably sharing a beer wasn't a smart thing considering how nice that beer was.
It is nice.
Yeah, but it's more the alcohol limit that I'm at the moment.
Yeah, you drank a lot of beer for you. I'm very proud of you.
Thanks, Del. When we were in Würzburg the other day, we did an amazing thing. We stood on the bridge, we drank wine, we watched the river and a castle. It was absolutely perfect. So we decided to end our beer tour by doing exactly the same thing on a bridge here in Bamberg. And we both brought our beer. I have a Herren Pils.
And I have a Mont Schamberger. Backer.
Prost. We've been looking further in the eye. So guys, that's us done with our self-guided beer tour of Bamberg, the beer capital of Germany. We hope you've enjoyed coming along for the ride with us. So what was your favourite beer, Mark?
I'd say the smoked beer.
Smoked beer?
Yep.
Bacon in a glass?
No, bacon burger in the glass.
Not for me. Mine was the Pils we had at Fasler. So guys, thanks for coming along. We'll see you next time somewhere else in the world.